Some biddies, you say? Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. Now, last night we played some Old Vic. Don't like that. We played some Victor and CC last night, and the Victor deck is feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty comfortable in it, but I have to admit, I am still floundering in CC. In Sage. I'm still looking for a deck. A week before my flight leaves. I think my flight leaves about this time in a week. So maybe should have a deck locked in by now, but I don't. And I've been testing a few different things. Let's go. Bringe with the 5 bits. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Bringe. And Gecko, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. Guys, don't forget, if you are here for the first time, you're new to the channel, or maybe it's the first time you've heard these questions, we got 3 of them for you. They are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? So, with that in mind, I have been looking at a few Silver Age decks. I've been looking at Kayo. I've been looking at Valda. I've been looking at Oldham. I've been looking at Florian. We're looking at a few different things. The one big thing that I keep coming back to is that almost every deck has a bad matchup. Has a matchup that I don't want to play against. Something I don't want to see. And so I'm really struggling with finding a deck that's like, oh yes, play that. We want to play that. So I'm working towards that. We're gonna play some Florian tonight to see how it feels. I've been working on the Florian deck with my boy Nate. Nathaniel is a good local friend of mine. We actually just played golf the other day. We learned we're both terrible at golf together. But we have been working on this Florian deck, and I think there's a real chance that it is I think it's actually pretty good. So we're gonna play it tonight and see how it feels. And we'll kind of go from there. It's kind of where I'm at right now. Bringe, Dave, Steve. Oh, let's see. I feel like I missed one earlier. Geese, Martin, Ben, Rose, Ian, Electrum, David. What is up, guys? Thanks for being here. Trying to get a lot of gravy cards signed? Oh, I believe that. I've got tons of time. Lizard. Something like that. Everything having a bad matchup feels good. Feels more like my experience in other competitive games. So I will say this, I am all about decks having unfavored matchups because it means that we have a very open metagame. But the one thing that I don't like about it is that there are a few decks that I'm debating playing that just have 0%ers. And I think taking what is inevitably a deck that has 0%ers just feels bad. So I don't know. The Florian deck is the one that's leading the charge for me. We'll see what happens tonight. Your code, what's up, buddy? I lock decks in a couple days ahead of events. Yo, I am normally a week ahead of time I'm locking in a deck. Agree? No hopper matchups are bad? Wait, what? Oh, no hoper. Yeah, no hope matchups? Yeah, that feels bad. I agree. That does feel very bad. I'm also trying to get one of every Marvel ally in Japanese. So I have 1 in Japanese, 2 in English, plus the full playsets I keep in my binder. I mean, that's a lot of cards, but I'm here for it, whatever works. All right. Let's see. So let's take a look at the deck and let's talk about some of the cards that we have in the list. Let me make sure I swapped over to my correct recording so we can get some short recording going on here. Gonna make some YouTube shorts for the week. The Florian deck is all about there are some matchups where it's all about stacking up rune chance. And then there are some matchups where you're not really focused on stacking the rune chance so much as you want to get 8 or 10 into play, and then you want to just try and tempo them down. So this is a deck that is not hard set up on stacking. We are a tempo deck, but we have the ability to stack into a deck like Oldham, into these slower, grindier decks. We play all of the cards that let us stack. But we are a tempo deck. We're playing cards like Malefic Incantation, Rune Rager Swarm, trying to make sure that we have a tempo game plan. So some pieces of that tempo game plan have to do with Malefic Incantation. Now, Malefic Incantation is not a card you see in Florian very often. This is normally a card that is played, like in CC or in different decks, but the stack Florian deck is not looking to go wide or get value out of Malefic Incantation. But I think that with some go again cards and some like available pitch stacking options, we have some like ways that we can use Malefic Incantation and get some value. The other card that's pretty good at either, closing out the late game or being impactful at trying to like tilt like tempo out is Cadaverous Tilling. Cadaverous Tilling is a 2-card 8. Now, it's not the felling 2-card 8 that we're used to, but it is just a 2-card 8 that helps us turn on our hero ability. For anybody who does not know, we want to turn on our hero ability as fast as possible because it's just Mordred type. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to do that and then stack up a bunch of rune chants so that Read the Runes makes 4, Chorus of Rotwood or whatever it's called, makes 4, Rune Blood Incantation makes 2 every time it puts one into play, so doing some stuff like that. Another weapon, like another piece of our puzzle that helps us with this is Scepter of Pain. Now, Scepter of Pain, dealing 1 arcane damage to any opposing target, you cannot hit yourself, would be broken, and then create a rune chant token for each damage dealt this way. We don't exactly get Channel the Millennium Tree in this format to be able to pump this up and do some dumb things, but I do think that this is a very good passive weapon at, block, 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 play a 1-cost thing with Go Again, like Rune Blood Incantation, Scepter, and force your opponent into a decision. Do I give them a rune chant or rune chants, or am I just, like pitching to block away? Either way is a good tempo play for us. And then we're going to take a look at the rest of the main deck here. Rune Rager Swarm is another one that stands out. Rune Rager Swarm is very, very impactful. I am a big fan of using Rune Rager Swarm. I like to pitch stack this. I like to set it up so that when we draw back into it or when we arsenal it, we have the ability with 2 Malefic Incantations in play. And if we have 10 to 15 rune chants, we get to go, here's 3 Go Again, 15 rune chants, and then we're going to make 4 on the back end, and then we're going to throw something else at you. So I think Rune Rager Swarm sets up really well and does some pretty cool stuff. It feels like a pretty good card. It's a 3-block, so it's a low floor, but I do think it fits very, very well into the deck. Let's talk about some of the engine cards that we wanted to talk about earlier. We've talked about some of the pieces that, really I feel like help us set up and do things, but let's talk about getting our hero ability online. Chorus of Rotwood is a really interesting card. Chorus of Rotwood makes 3 rune chants, or it makes 4, and then it's also very good because it allows you to decompose, setting up your hero ability. Now, if you play Chorus of Rotwood and you get to your 4 Earth cards when you decompose, you actually make 2 Embodiment of Earth, and you make 4 rune chant tokens. I really wish this card had Go Again, but beggars can't be choosers. Chorus of Rotwood is a great addition. It is an Earth card. It fits into the game plan very well, and it works perfectly on a 1-card hand with Garland of Spring so that we have that resource to be able to play this card and not have to keep extra cards to be able to pitch into things or just really bog down our hand. I'm not going to lie. I'm a big fan of this deck. I think this deck is probably, this will probably be my PT pick. ASMR stream, always stacking my rune chants. Yo, I like that. I like that. Shocking. Florian hates aggro decks. I mean, listen, Fi is a very scary matchup for stack Florian. That's why we're trying to play tempo so that we can have play into like Kayo and stuff like that too. As we look at the sideboard, we have quite a few pieces that we're looking at. One of my favorite ones is Harvest Season. Harvest Season is something you see very commonly in the stack Florian deck as a way to gain life and work with Nebula Blade or Scepter of Pain, but I also think that Harvest Season has a good role into Kano. It works well as being an Earth card and an Aura, so it kind of fits the roles of everything we need it to be. Now, Harvest Season being a 2-block can be a little awkward at times, but on a 2-card play, pitch a blue, play Harvest Season, throw Scepter of Pain to try and make a rune chant. Seems like a pretty good turn to me. We'll call that 14. It's Probably not. Probably not. But now, one of the other big payoffs for when we get our deck rolling is reduced to Rune Chant. Reduced to Rune Chant is just a 5 value defense reaction. You get to play this for free. It blocks 4 and it makes a Rune Chant. And if your Florian hero ability is turned on, it makes 2 Rune Chants. Reduced to Rune Chant feels absolutely broken. Anytime we can get 5 value out of a singular card in Silver Age, it's a great place to be. I am on red and yellow because yellow is a 4 value card and red is a 5 value card. Just trying to maximize our stack of Rune Chants while also getting the most value we can out of every card in our deck. Take some numbers. Should I get my Tip the Barkeep shined? Yeah, absolutely. I think you should. I mean, I think, it's cool. And then some of our other cards, we're on 4 copies of Rupon Carapace. I mean, Rupon Carapace recently unbanned in Silver Age, I think. Yeah, I think it was unbanned in Silver Age. But I think that Rupon Carapace is very good. It's just a 4 block. It turns on our hero ability. It's great into aggro decks. We're on AB3 and we're on Nebula Blade for the Kano matchup. If we play against any Kanos tonight, I will be trying Nebula Blade. We're also on 2 copies of Arcane Polarity. Arcane Polarity is very good for the mirror. Arcane Polarity is good for any deck that deals arcane damage. It's good into Kano. It's good into the mirror. It sets up very well. And then my spicy one of that I'm trying tonight is Fertile Ground. So Fertile Ground is a 2-cost instant that says gain 2 life. But if there are 4 more cards in your banished zone, meaning that our hero ability is online, it says gain 5 life. Well, gaining 5 life against Kano is pretty powerful. You can pitch to AB something and then play Fertile Ground. You can pitch a blue to play Harvest Season or Runeblood Incantation, and then you can play Fertile Ground. This feels really good. Just some extra life gain into Kano feels really solid. So, and then honestly, that's the deck. We're blocking, stacking, and attacking, trying to value in a lot of matchups, like mid-rangey value. But there are also some matchups where we are looking to just set up stack. Like against Oldham, I will probably just try to set up as many Rune Chants as possible and then try to go for just a crazy kill. Now, it is kind of funny because I would have told you that the Oldham matchup is kind of free, but I've only played it once, but it does feel very favored for us. So I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure if it's actually just free or not, but it does feel very good. It does feel very good. All right, we're already set up. For anybody who is a YouTube member, Twitch sub, or a metafy subscriber, I do have my testing data sheet where I keep up with all my games that I play. I have added a Silver Age Florian section because it is one of the decks I'm testing for Pro Tour Yokohama. I'm also very excited to watch Calling Shanghai this weekend. It's almost like it's named Arcane Polarity. Lol. We want to go first anytime we can. We want to be able to go first and set up. This is a Scepter of Pain matchup. We are on Garland of Spring. And then in our deck, we're on Reduced to Rune Chants, all 4 of them, and we're on Rupon Carapace. We would like to draw a hand that tries to set up and try to get some Earth cards into our graveyard here to start the game. That is really where we'd like to be. And this is a Scepter matchup. Oh, man. See, this is not the best hand in the world. I think we're just going to filter a little bit. I would like to create 3 Rune Chants, but I'm also interested in... Actually, am I supposed to do that? I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I was kind of thinking that we could Arsenal this and then set up for a 1-card play later with our Garland. That could be pretty solid, but I don't know. Oh, the Calling's going to be a lot of fun to watch this weekend. I'm very excited to watch the Calling. Okay. I mean, maybe if we're able to keep a blue Cadaverous Tilling, we can just go Runeblood Incantation into Chorus of Rotwood. Could be pretty good. We could also go Runeblood Incantation into Scepter. Like to be able to decompose if possible. Just kind of depends on how our hand lines up. Going first, there could be an argument for harvest season. You could talk me into that. You wouldn't have to twist my arm too hard for that. Discard an agile windup. Yo, what? Okay. Well, I'm just going to get an Earth card in the graveyard, and we can Arsenal Cadaverous Telling. Cadaverous Telling is pretty solid. We do have one Earth card in our graveyard now. Okay. They must have drawn and discarded the Buckwild. That or we're going to get the Beaten Trackers here. No. I think we can just decompose here, right? Like, we can just block 5. We can throw the Cadaverous Telling to decompose one time, Arsenal the Rune Rager Swarm, and try to set up for a better hand. Feels pretty good. I mean, if we get pummeled, I have seen some people playing like a one-of pummel. It's a little awkward. Taking 7 does not feel great this early in the game. I hate to have to discard Rune Rager Swarm. Man, I don't know. Hate it. Hey, what's up, Jay? Hey, Josh. I think Oldham has to be pretty free. When I was playing Flavo, it felt bad into Florian. I think Flavo has better tools. I would definitely agree with that. Would definitely agree with that. I think this is a good chance to try and like tempo early here. The pummel does hurt. The pummel hurts quite a bit. I won't lie. We will get rid of 2 Earth cards, and then we'll just try to push some damage here and set up. Mostly going to be lurking? No, I completely understand. I appreciate you hanging out. I see some Imposter Rune Chance. Imposter Rune Chance. What? I thought the KO was bricking pretty hard, but like leading on Bear Fangs, like, and then I mean, I guess like it's a risk you're playing, right? It's a risk you're taking by like with the pummel value there. Aurora Rune Chance instead of the green one. Oh, is that what it is? Was it Aurora Rune Chance? I didn't even notice. All right, they're going to take 5 down to 11. Blocking with their equipment. I think we can expect them to have a pretty good one here. Ugh. This feels so bad. Man, I think we're just going to try and give Rootbound, Oval, and Haunt here. And then we can use Garland to play Chorus of Rotwood. Yeah, that should be fine. It's less than ideal, but... Oh, defense reactions can't be played to this? All right, well, looks like we're going to 6. So, I mean, I think we're still fine to rip the Garland here. Yeah, I think this is fine. We can just set up our hero ability, put some Rune Chance into play, and we'll just Arsenal the... do we have a way to decompose? We do not. So we'll set up the Rupon Carapace, I guess. Wreck Havoc is interesting. Sage CNC? I know, right? Sage CNC feels pretty accurate. We'll give the reduce, go up to 7 Rune Chance. The good news is that they're at 11, so we don't have to like really reach that far. I guess we'll just give the red Rootbound here. Saving our equipment for another turn. I was expecting them to go like more wide that turn, if I'm being honest. Go up to 9 Rune Chance is a pretty good place to be. I think I'm comfortable arsenaling this yellow Rupon Carapace so that we can play defense. We cannot decompose twice, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, we cannot decompose twice. We only get one of those this turn, and I think we're better off to try and keep. I think we're better off to try and keep the read the runes here. If we have the ability to keep the red Rubon Carapace for next turn, that would be ideal, but I'm not holding my breath. Down to 4? Ugh. I guess that's true. We could discard fruits. I guess we're not losing any value. Well, it doesn't matter now, does it? I'll go to 2. I think we'll go to 2 and let the Wreck Havoc trigger happen. We do not make any off the Rune Blood incantation, but we are going to go to 13. And then we're going to Arsenal this. Reduce. It's pretty good. I think that's pretty solid. I mean, I understand. Well, I mean, so we would, it's the same math though, right? Because we make 4 rune chants, or we make 4 rune chants either way. 1 blocks for 3, 1 blocks for 2, which means we block for 2 and then we gain a life, which is 3 value, or we block for 3 and then we don't gain a life. So it ends up being the same math, right? I don't think I'm ever playing around the pummel there. At least it doesn't feel like I am. So reduce to rune chant puts us to 15. Well grounded. Hopefully their hand's awkward and they can't do anything great again here. Hopefully they can't go 3 wide. If they can go 3 wide, we might be cooked. Would love to be able to keep colors in Autumn's Touch and go like 7 and a bajillion off rune chants here. Let's see if they break this. They do break this, so wow, they did have a second pummel. Interesting. Which means they're going to value throwing Claw at me. I guess they're just thinking they want to take a card out of my hand. Okay. They are on 2 pummels. I am blown away that they are on 2 pummels. That feels like one of the greediest ways to play Kayo I've ever seen. I mean, maybe that's what you have to do. God, there's just a real world here where we're just dead. Not drawing an attack hurt us really bad. This is claw into something. We're super dead. We're just dead to this too. Man, that sucks. Okay, so 2 pummels. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it was really good against us, but that's some psycho shit. 2 pummels is interesting. I wonder if that's how they like guarantee they beat us. Is they're just playing the variance chances? I don't know. That's kind of saucy though. It's kind of saucy. 2 pummels is kind of interesting. Like, they bricked and we still lost. Like, they had a really rough start and we still lost. We needed to. They played that game very well down the stretch. Like, breaking the leg piece was really good. Now, I needed them not to draw like a go again piece here on this last turn. I needed them not to have yellow Wild Ride, but there's like 6 copies of Buck Wilds and like 4 copies of Wild Rides in most of these decks. Like, I'm not expecting to win, like, to have that happen very often. Let's see. Lost a lot of value on Hummel early. They pitched their second one. Hummel. I mean, I feel like the difference in that game is literally the pummel, which, like, you're signing up for a risk. And if it pays off, it's good, I suppose. We weren't able to set up the go again attack in our arsenal because of that. And we weren't able to. Man. Feels like a game we should have won. I'm just sitting here feeling like we should have won that game, but I can't help that we died to pummel. Like, I just don't think I'm ever playing around that. Like, I get it. 2 misses is, like, not this, like, crazy math thing or anything. This feels like a Nebula Blade matchup to kill dragons with. They're going first, so maybe we're just on like the setup plan. Try to run them over. Probably what we're doing. Kill some dragons with Nebula Blade. I truly don't know. I have not played this matchup yet. Yeah, that pummel was. No, I don't necessarily think that keeping the Rune Rager was the call. On, like, I'm saying them not having the pummel was the call. Because and I say that because keeping the Rune Rager literally meant I was going to pass and do nothing. We had to, like, make the Rune Rager play, like discarding it. Like, we kind of had to. Don't really feel like we had a choice. I don't think there's ever a world where we are supposed to. I don't think there's ever a world where we're supposed to discard the blue and then not throw the Cadaverous Tilling. Throwing the Cadaverous Tilling felt like a really good place for us to be. Oh, no. Shit, sorry. When they go to pass, we are just going to discard the fruits here. We need to gain life and get this going. I do want to swing the Nebula Blade at the Mirror Guy this turn if we can. So, Oath of the Arknight. They are not on AB. I guess they don't have to be. Because they don't have to be on AB because they have it in their dragons. I'm assuming is the thought process there. I can decompose, but I will not be able to decompose next turn. We would have to get all 3 of these cards into the yard. We should start here, right? And then if we can decompose next turn, if we can block with Condemned to Slaughter and we can decompose Chorus, we're going to be in a really good spot, I think. Looks like no dragon set up this turn. I think I'm okay with taking 2 here and just waiting. I don't think we need to play the reduce. We are losing 2 extra points there. We're not making an extra rune chant. And we are also. We're not making an extra rune chant. And we're also blocking over 1 point of value. So we should probably just wait. Chorus of Rotwood doing exactly its job. I think if we have any chance of winning this game, it's getting online early like this. Just get to make 2 rune chants. Are we supposed to just try and like value them down? Like the answer is probably yes, right? So we get to go Rune Blood Incantation, hit Mirror Guy. 7 rune chants upstairs is nothing to scoff at. What does this do? It's the thing that makes a ponder. All right, so which means the next red thing. All right, so that doesn't do anything. We make 2 rune chants on the back end. We gain 2 life. We Arsenal Root on Carapace. These are a lot of cards together we would like to play. We can not decompose. We can not decompose. We can pitch Chorus to Rune Blood Incantation, play Read the Runes, Arsenal this Reduce to Rune Chant. Or we could play the Reduce to Rune Chant. I think we can take 3. Like, obviously, when they find like a Rake or something, we're going to be in a bad spot. If they don't know what they're doing. You know, I'm in a world where I hope they don't know what they're doing, right? Like, I think that's just always the world I'm living in right here. And then we'll just take 1. I think, like, we're not on that many poppers, right? Like, we're on a few, but nothing crazy. And then this lines up really well. Getting to cover this is solid. I don't know how many poppers I'm on, if I'm being honest. We didn't leave any out, did we? No. I think we're on yellow Autumn's Touch. We're on colors. Yo, that might actually be it. So run this out. Yo, should we decompose here, actually? No, there's no shot, right? Play Malefic, clear the Dromai next turn. We can block 3. I mean, we have 12 rune chants in play. Sending the Nebula Blade at something could be a pretty solid play for us. I think we can assume they're on snatches and stuff like that. I think we can just go to 10. I think we can just safely go to 10. We need to keep the rest of our cards if we can. Might be good to give Wool Grounded here. I think we'll go to 6. It's unfortunate, but... And if you want to flip them all, you won't have any Ash left. We're just going to prevent some damage. And then we will take the last one down to 5. No 0 for 4, please. Passing Mirage. So we're going to have 16 rune chants. I mean, that is nothing to scoff at. Do we want to go upstairs with this? I don't think so, right? Like, we just want to kill the Dromai. 16 rune chants is not nothing. Now, they might be on polarity, so this might really be 12. They block 1, which means they probably don't have polarity this turn. Or maybe they're just interested in keeping their life afloat. I don't know. They said they're thinking. Oh, keys and lip, friends. I love it. Oh, yeah. So red Cadaverous. So we're on 6. We're on 6 poppers. Hopefully we draw 1 next turn to try and slow this down. Yo, Simper with a big hydrate. Also, Monster with the 20 stream watch streak. Yo, Monster, thank you for the 20 streams in a row, my man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that a whole bunch. Uh-oh, I've taken too many game actions. They're down to 1. They want to enable chat. While we're waiting, big hydrate. for Semper. Num 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 num. Here's a popper. So they make a second Yindarai. The real question is, are we going to have the breathing room to keep the Arcane Seed's life? It appears that answer is yes. So we give the popper on the next thing. I wonder if Sage Florian is still weak to gravy. I mean, probably. The Nebula Blade plan probably helps a little bit, but probably. This having Phantasm means we eat the turn, which is awesome. We go up to 6 rune chance. We go up to 10 rune chance. And then we can just go after the Asvalai, I guess. Oh, they just said GG. Okay. I mean, yeah, so like the rune chants were good enough for us to get there. Confetti! Dromai matchup's not as cursed as we thought, at least after one game. Obviously just one game. But did feel okay there. Did feel okay there. I mean, Nebula Blade felt really good in that matchup, right? Like, Nebula Blade felt really good there. Nebula Blade let us clear dragons and set up rune chants, turned on hero ability on turn 2. This gave us a massive boost at setting up chance. So that's one thing I have noticed, is that sometimes, like, when you set up your hero ability early, like, you just get to do, like, some dumb things. I mean, Florian is very meta in CC right now. He won, what, 4 showdowns or something like that? Wait till Enigma? I mean, the plan against Enigma is to just stack it up, and just try to kill him in one shot, I think. I mean, I think the Enigma matchup is cursed, right? Like, the Enigma matchup is cursed here. That's one of the reasons I don't like Oldham, is that you have a bad Kano matchup and you have a bad Enigma matchup. That's one of the things I dislike. Oh, by the way, just as like a heads up to you guys, it looks like there's not going to be a podcast episode tomorrow. Taylor has been sick and has been feeling under the weather, so we are not going to get to record. So there will not be a podcast episode tomorrow, and I did not plan ahead enough to have a video for you guys tomorrow. So tomorrow may be like a contentless day. I apologize. Okay, so we are bringing in polarities, the fertile grounds, and the harvest seasons, and we're going to see what happens. I really want to test this matchup. I have 0 ideas if it actually works, but in theory, we gain enough life, stay high enough up that we can try to get them. Why are they on AB2 against us? Interesting. Kano, and we are going second. Also, we're on 14 blues, so we have a decent number of blues to be able to be relevant into this matchup, I think. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. The podcast just did not work out tomorrow, with Taylor being sick. Think we can just pitch this? I mean, Volda seems fine. Like, we play a lot of D-reacts. Like, sure, it's not like, I don't think it's like the rest of the Guardians where we just get to stack them, but we also don't do anything that turns on their hero ability. they're required to do all the stuff for their hero ability, which I do think helps us a little bit. I do think helps us a little bit. So we're going to play both sides of Arcane Seed's life. We're going to run out Rune Blood Incantation, and we're going to Arsenal Chorus of Rotwood. Chorus of Rotwood is just like one of the best cards at getting our hero ability turned on here. Taylor overdosed on Marlin. That feels a little too true. They miss off their Kano activation, which means that we're pretty safe from not having any blues in this hand. Well, his hand isn't exactly what I'd call an all-star. Scalding Rain. Can't decide what they want to do. I think starting with Crucible is a good place to start. So we're going to pitch Oath so that we can get back to a blue first. I mean, listen. I am someone who prides myself on being there is content on my channel every day kind of person. But like, listen, sick, life's going on. I mean, it's just the way it works out, you know. Like, it's just like that. Yo, what's up, Havoc? This matchup does seem pretty bad, but we're gonna try it. This is one of those ones that I'm expecting to be a little popular. I don't know why you wouldn't do that before all of the rune chants. A little surprised to see that before, like, they let all of their rune chants resolve. The problem is that it's really hard to keep a card in hand and pressure them. We also need to be able to get well grounded turned on here. Okay, so this buffs. So right now there is 5, if they count this, 6 arcane damage coming at us. Excited for tomorrow for no particular reason at all. Sounds like there's a particular reason at all. You doing something fun tomorrow, Havoc? I don't think they understand what's happening. Or maybe they do, and they're just trying to push a ton of damage here. Using their only source of AB1. So now this is going to be for 5. So we're down to 11. I mean, I guess they're just trying to get aggro as much as possible. But they're going to take 2 here because they're going to block with grip. I guess they were just trying to free up grip. It's been a conference for work, feeling exhausted. Oh. I'm sorry, man. I hate that. I know that being tired from work can really suck. I mean, yeah, but it's AB2, right? Like, which means for every rune chant, they have to pitch 2. So it's not exactly the same, I guess, is like what I'm saying, Geese. Like, I understand they have Arcane. It just doesn't exactly feel like it's the same thing here. So we could try to throw Nebula Blade here if we wanted to. I don't think we're supposed to, though, right? I think we're just supposed to, like, decompose and set up. We get to discard Fruits of the Forest to gain some life here. Or use it as AB, however it pans out. So we make a rune chant, which means that this has go again. Try to tempo out a little bit here. Try to play our game plan here. It does matter if we send odd amounts. That is true. So they go down to 9. Are they going to go to 6, or are we getting hit with like an absorbent ether or whatever it's called? That would be pretty good here. Considering we've not seen an arcane polarity yet, that would be pretty good. I'm very interested at when they activate Kano here. Really wish it showed me their name. Mystic Slime, huh? They hit another blue rousing ether off the top. So we talked about doing Scepter plus Lantern, but I don't understand how that respects Kano, because they're just going to end up living in a world where they're just going to end up living in a world where they like I don't know. I just don't see it. Like, they just AB1 everything, and then they get their entire hand to do stuff with. I mean, listen, I was trying to see what their name was to know who they were. So I think we can just AB3 here, right? It's fine. We can just AB3. They go down to 6. We've not played a non-attack action this turn. We do have to break the combat chain. And then we're going to Chorus of Rotwood. Nebula Blade is better as long as you're on AB3 because of pressure. Yeah, no, I mean, I really like the idea of being able to pressure them is like really the idea of what we're going for here. And then we're going to go to 12, and we're going to hope they don't just like rip a shock off the top. And I guess if they do rip a singular shock off the top, we're still gaining a life. Well, no, they had the Reverberate or the +1, whatever it was called. They just pass, huh? We are going to... Oh, they drew... I got you. They just conceded. I mean, I don't think they should have. Like, they were at 6. So, like, them getting rid of their AB hurt them. We play that, and then we swing Nebula Blade and gain 2 life. And we still have a blue to, like, AB whatever they do. They flip an Ether Quickening and an Emeritus Scolding off the top. Yeah, I mean... Felt like they just, like, rage conceded there when they shouldn't have. I don't know. I think that Scepter is just like, I don't think Scepter is like the plan, because we're like, you can't really stack Kano. Like, I understand the theory. It just seems bad because we need to pressure Kano, or you're just giving them all the time in the world to set up. So it's kind of like when I like to compare this to when Oldham throws Sledge at us. We block 2 cards and play our game plan. They're just like, if we throw Scepter, they're going to pitch a card, play their game plan, and set up. So I don't think we're really able to win that game. Op conceded when they drew 2 reds. They should have blocked and played it out. Setup plus Nebula Blade seems like it can go the distance. All right. Well, we are 2-1, which is pretty nice. The deck has nearly 0 hits, so AB4 makes no difference. Plus, Florian doesn't have the resources for AB4. I mean, I guess, like, I don't know. There could be a world where like maybe AB4 is just better than well-grounded, but my other issue is like I don't think we have the slots for that. I don't really know where we find room for that, you know? Alex Anderson, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I mean, the matchup is cursed, that's for sure. Oh, this is one I want to play. This is one I actually really want to play. Because I think we have to use Scepter to like stack a little bit, but then we like need to try to go ham. We're going second. This is a matchup that like they leak a lot of damage, and like this can be awkward for us at times. So Phi, and we're going second. I mean, this hand going first would have sucked, so if I see any Japanese allies while I'm over there, I will let you know if I find any. I will let you know. Sigil of Earth is one that I'm trying tonight to see how it feels. I could play this and then Scepter. I think I'd rather just swing 5, and honestly, like it sucks, but I think we're just gonna IP 1 here because like this is not a good like blocking card, and of course they drew the Stone Cold Nuts on turn 0. Classic. Classic. Welcome to Silver Age. We'll take 3. Sage Prism would be interesting. Why Nebula Blade instead of Reaping Blade? Because I think that the like play a 1 cost thing into the play a 1 cost thing into the into like Nebula Blade works so much better than Reaping Blade. Plus, like the on hit feels pretty relevant. I think the on hit is pretty relevant. Okay. I mean, I think we're just blocking out here. Like they kept 5 cards. They're going to try and push a ton of damage. I think we are just blocking with everything we have here. This is like annoying, but it doesn't have an on hit effect. They're not Syndra. They're not playing daggers against us. Getting ready for the eventual Reaping Blade ban. I don't think we have to worry about that anytime soon, but they don't even throw the Phoenix Flame at us. They just arsenal it and set up, huh? Interesting. Well, the good news is that if we draw a Rupon Carapace, we can decompose. We'll block 3. We'll let the Sigil of Earth do its job. We'll let 1 come through. No reason to do anything with it here yet. Lava Burst on top. We will give up the Rupon Carapace. Start trying to get our engine online. Willing to just block 4 here. We know they have a Lava Burst on top of their deck. 2 life or a Rune Chant. I mean, it feels like we need to pressure them, so we probably need to like set up a Rune Chant, but 2 life would be pretty good. I guess it also like yeah, we can decompose on command defensively, so not too worried about that. What does Phi do poorly into in this meta? Like, what's Fi's problem matchup in this meta? I mean, it feels like there has to be one, right? Like, there has to be, like, a problem matchup. Activate Fi. The consistency. That's why I asked. Like, there has to be something it loses to. If it didn't lose to something, it would dominate the meta. Like, it has to have, there has to be a problem matchup or something. Like, does it just lose to Kayo? Is Kayo just faster than it? I mean, yeah, like they're just going like 5 wide every turn, and I'm just like hanging on for dear life. This also feels like the difference between going first and second. Is Fi good into Ira? Like, Fi has a good matchup into Oldham, right? Struggles into Dash. That makes sense. Dash is I think Dash is a problem for like some, like, Dash auto loses to Oldham, but it's also very good against but it's very good against like Kayo. Like, Emma said that like going second with Dash is like basically like a free win into Kayo. Kind of funny because like Kayo feels like he's one of the worst picks. Like, I would be surprised to see Kayo do well this weekend. And would be surprised to see Kayo do well this weekend in calling Shanghai. God, we might just be dead this turn. I want to let our life get too low, but like, and then it's 4. We're gonna Root on Carapace. And I guess technically I could leave the Malefic for Beckoning Haunt, but I don't think that's gonna matter. Yep, and we're just dead. My God, they went 7 wide. This feels like a cursed matchup. Oh man. Apparently Ira and Valda and Dash eat Fi. Huh, interesting. Man, that did not feel good.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I mean, loss. We just kind of got run over. I mean, didn't really get a chance to set up or use our game plan. 3 total rune chance when I died. I mean, yeah, that. All right, so Fi feels like a cursed matchup. Feels like a cursed matchup. That did not feel great. Been like this in all my games today? You mean like draws like that or just like getting hosed, monster? Down with Rune Blades? I mean, Florian's like, I don't know. It's kind of weird because Florian feels like one of the least Rune Blades there is, I think. Sounds like Volda pick looking better and better. All right, KO redemption time. All right, everybody's picking to go first against us. Damn it. Why are they all aware? Why is everybody good? Like, why is everybody like knowing what to do against us, bro? Yeah, that game was a slaughtering. That 5 game was tough. I don't even know what to do there. Just win the dice roll? I know, forehead, right? Like, duh. Forehead. Yeah, we're just bringing the D-Reacts here and just run this one back. Like, is there some weird world where I need to be on more stuff that decomposes? Why is Valdo the better pick, Josh? Walk me through it. Giving me nothing to set up with? I mean, I guess let's just throw 6. Let's get an Earth card in our graveyard. We'll try to get some tempo going early. Like, what are Valda's bad matchups? Like, Kano's probably not great. Would be pretty funny to play Victor Valda at the Pro Tour. Sage definitely has a few more of these non-game matches. It does feel like that. It does feel like there are a few matchups that are just like, oh well. See, like, this hand scares the living Jesus out of me because, like, we can't play Reduce. I really don't want to block with Arcane Seeds Life. I mean, it is 3 value either way. So I guess what we could, man, we need to play this Reduce to Rune Chant. I would really like to decompose with this Chorus of Rotwood, but having both of them is just so bad. And we are not going to get anywhere near the breathing room we need to. I mean, if we end on like a Strongest Survive or something, we're in a pretty bad spot. So we're going to start by blocking 3. We are going to start by blocking 3. The hesitation. We're getting pummeled again. I mean, I guess this time we get to do something about it. Like, kind of. We're going to take 5 down to 15. We're going to lose the card from our hand. And we're going to take 3. Man. All right, so Pummel is clearly the new Kayo tech. Pummel is clearly the new KO tech. We're going to set up 4 Rune Chants and pass. We should have the ability to decompose with no issues here. All right, they have a very clunky one. Now, do we want to block 5, play Reduce and set, or play Read and set up? Or do we block 7, take 1, play Sigil of Earth? And I guess we're setting up either way. I guess both are fine. Yeah, we should decompose now so that we have it available to us next turn. And then we're going to have 2 Earth cards, and our Read the Runes is going to be our action card. Seems fine. Doesn't seem great, but it seems fine. We have 7 Rune Chants in play. Like, this hand is not great. I mean, running 2 pummels, like, is very interesting. Oh, they're going to break the boots here every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Like, I would love to play the red tilling here, but we're not going to get that chance. Take 2 down to 9. We'll block with our gloves. Take 1 down to 8. Pummel Kayo, huh? Pummel Kayo. Have to admit that could have been a lot worse for us, I think. Could have been a lot worse. Yeah, I definitely like. I'm not saying that like Bravo's bad, but I definitely think that like if we're talking about Bravo and Volta, I think Volta's just better than Bravo. We'll just cover this up. Make sure we're staying in a good spot. Now, the real question we have to ask ourselves is, do we want to see if they're going to give us a rune chant or do we want to gain 2 life? I think that 2 life is better than, like, I think we're just supposed to take the value play here. Well, I mean, this hand blocks very efficiently. I'll give it that. Play reduce, pass back. Let's Scepter and see what they do. Because, see, they would have just blocked the Scepter last turn like they are now. We're going to Arsenal this. Still not a way to decompose. Wrecker Romp. Three, 6. Pretty content just taking 1 here. We go to 8. I'm going to crack the... Actually, do I want to do that? I think I do. I think we can just gain life and then put that into play. And of course, immediately punish by... Well, we have the root bound, so we're fine. All right. We're going to lead on root bound here. Man. Yeah, I agree. That 1 extra life point matters a lot, Josh. Matters a lot more than most people lean on, I think. I would like to set the blue amplify the Arc Knight. Have we lost both of our Rune Rager swarms or just 1? So there's 1 more Rune Rager swarm left we haven't lost yet. I'm going to go ahead and do this now. Because it means that our headpiece and well grounded is turned on, which I think is important. See what happens. Okay, bear hug for 7. I mean, it's about staying alive at this point. Like we're kind of running out of cards here. We did pitch a We did pitch a red cadaverous tilling early. Would love to get this into play because if we can go Rune Rager Swarm, if there's a world where we can go Rune Rager Swarm into red cadaverous tilling, we could end the game very quickly. But we're also kind of in a situation where we're forced into killing them in 1 to 2 turns. And like I think getting Malefic into play is an important part of that. I do agree that I think that I am not necessarily in a world where like I take enough damage in this deck, but the problem is that like a lot of times if you do take damage, you're just dead. Okay. I'm thinking that we can use this as a tempo turn. So we're going to do this, take 2. We're going to take 4, go to 1. We are going to lead on Rune Rager Swarm. 16 rune chance, 2 on the back end. And then we're going to try to use Red Cadaverous Tilling to end the game next turn. They're down to 1. Oh my god, I would love to have a blue with this right now. All right, we're going to take another card out of their hand. Hopefully, this means they can only throw this at us. Okay, so we're going to have 6 rune chance. And this is going to be 8 physical. So, I mean, if this doesn't kill them, we are super cooked. So now we have no attacks left in our deck. At least I'm pretty sure. I guess we have the blue Cadaverous Tilling. So this is 4 rune chance. And 6. I mean, seems unlikely that this is enough to close the game out, but... Oh, man. I mean, I guess they could have had a no block there. See, this is what I struggle with this deck. Like, this is why I struggle with this deck. Because, like, look at this. It took us 10 turns, and we only threatened 20 on the turn we came in. Like, it just feels like you are getting so lucky if you win with this deck consistently. I want to like this deck so much. I want to believe that Florian is, like, going to be my Pro Tour deck, but I just... See, that's the problem, though, Josh. I don't like the Volda deck. I think the Volda deck is hyper inconsistent. I tried that. I tried leaning into like heavy stacking, and I was also losing doing that. Hang on, I gotta turn my fan on. It's hot. Like, I tried leaning into the heavy stack version. I played card for card the list that won the battleground in Japan, and it I don't know. Like, clearly, I am not this good. Like, I am not a good, like, stack player. So we played Kayo. We did go second. We have also went second 4 of the 5 games we played tonight, which is a big part of this. We did lose. Close game. Needed up to have a no block to finish it out. Got fatigued by Op just blocking and waiting. I mean, maybe trying to do both plans is just not going to work. Like, the problem with us, like, changing the deck around is, like, the deck is set up very specifically to do the mid-rangey thing. And, like, I really don't hate the idea of Rune Rager Swarm and stuff like that, but so it was 4 rune chants on the last turn. So all of their no blocks are yellow or red, which means if they would have had the red Wild Ride and 3 blues, they would have lived. But the turn before that, they could not have. So I guess the turn before that, I needed them to have a no block. And I don't know. It just feels like I'm trying to have my cake and eat it too here. And I'll have to go back and look. You could be right, Dave. I know that the last turn, if they would have had 1 no block, we wouldn't have gotten over the finish line. I mean, I just don't know what we play in place of the Malefic. Like, also, don't you just lose trying to, like, stack into Ira? I don't know. Like, I just feel like you can't stack some of these decks is the problem. Like, the Ira deck, like, I don't know. Like, and like, the thing with the stack deck is, like, it's also easy-ish to fatigue because, like, if you get low enough, you don't have the breathing room to attack. I mean, I don't know. I do not know. No, the funny part is, like, Florian is me. I love to block. I love to block and, like, pay this patient waiting game. The problem is that, like, half the damn cards you're playing don't block for shit. Like, there's so many 2 blocks. And there's so many decks in the game that do not let you block with 3 cards effectively. God, we're going to get bullied by this because they're just going to roll 6s. And I'm just going to want to fucking kill myself. Oh, my God. Silver Age testing has been very frustrating. Like, I love this format, but picking a deck for the Pro Tour has not felt great. I'm just gonna put Runt because I don't know what else to play. Also, another dice roll that we lost. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Didn't want to have to block with it anyway. Well, thank God. I think we want to keep the Sigil of Earth, right? I'm worried about, like, I really like Oldham. You know what the truth? I really enjoy playing Oldham. I'm just worried about playing it. No Sigil? What do you mean? Andrew, not sure what you mean, buddy. Play Leviathan Sage, and she's one of my favorite heroes since the game came out. There are just times when the game feels out of your control. I mean, yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I love, truly, I do. Absolutely love Silver Age. It's such a great thing for the game. But I'm having a really hard time finding a deck that makes me not want to just lay in the 4 lane to play at a tier 4. I kind of felt the same way about playing LL at Worlds. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it was what it was, you know? Like that was I was just living in a world where it was just like I was just living in a world where it was just like, okay, like we're gonna play whatever we can. And I just played Aurora because I liked Aurora, which was fine because I really enjoyed the hero. Do have one decompose online. I would like to put Malefic into play and throw colors this turn. Okay. Well, I guess we'll hope in one hand and then take a shit in the other and see which one fills up faster. Jesus. I'm just gonna give the Rupon Carapace and decompose. Blue pummel. That's hilarious. Stage deck, while she can sometimes do the thing, gets to do the thing every turn, every game. It does feel that way. Cutting Blue Cadaverous for Sylphide, it blocks for 3, it combos with Nebula, and it uses the embodiment. Okay. And guys, like please don't interpret what I'm saying as like me like shitting on like Silver Age, because I'm not. I love Silver Age, and I genuinely think it is an amazing thing for the game. I like just picking a deck for Proto Yokohama has just been tough. Has been tough. I mean, yes, I am tilting. Very good, Josh. Those private detective classes are really paying off, I can tell. Oh, thank God that didn't hit. But that's the thing is like, it's not like I'm sitting here tilting for the first time. Like, I have tilted a lot over the last few weeks playing Silver Age, trying to figure out a deck. And like, that's just the truth. Like, this is, you guys just haven't seen it because I've been testing with the team a lot after streams and stuff because I've been trying to play other things and like just play decks. But I don't know. All right, my opponent is clearly just here for the memes. I don't know. I'm having a really hard time finding a deck that I like in Silver Age that also feels like it's not just gonna like show up and shit the bed. I pray to God we don't see Betsy level tilt. Hope you all never have to endure that nonsense again. Pummel me. Oh, I was expecting a pummel, I won't lie. Well, I guess we'll turn on our hero ability now. I was expecting the pummel, so I was just going to run that out and then get more value out of my Rune Shantes there, but I guess not. We'll turn on our hero ability now. You're not the only one, friend. Scott, I'm sorry to hear that it's happening to you as well. Like, I don't want this to be the case for everybody. Like, I really hope that there are people out there who are like, they've known for weeks. They're like, this is my Silver Age deck. And maybe we're at that point where I'm just going to play what I like, you know? It's what I do in CC a lot, but I do have like the benefit right now of actually feeling like Victor is not like this like dog water pick. Actually feels like it's a reasonable pick right now. So I'm not really in like that like dooming world in CC. And so like I don't know, right now it just kind of feels like I'm dooming in Sage about what to play. Nothing feels great. Everything feels awkward. Everything loses to something. What? I am so confused. This must be like some big setup turn for them. I mean, oh. Okay, sure. I don't have any rune chance right now. That's hilarious. Because I just attacked. We'll give this up. That was on a weapon. We don't have to discard any cards. Just do the work for CC and roll the dice and Sage. I will say, now I do like where you're at there, Ed. The Japanese Battleground Riptide deck was cool. I don't really think that Riptide is a deck I would enjoy playing at a high level, but the Riptide deck was cool. That is for sure. They're at 5, and we have 4 Rune Chants in play. I really don't want to Arsenal this. I think this is fine. We can't decompose, right? Yes. Earth thing. Do this. Go up to 8 Rune Chants. Make 2 embodiments. We just have to not die this turn. Thankfully, I didn't qualify. LOL. Portability aside, how does the Sage feels bad differ from the Blitz feels bad? I mean, I think my problem with Silver Age compared to like Blitz is that is this blue pummel? Well, thankfully we can play around it really well. My problem, like my biggest issue with the format, like at least from like a competitive testing side of things, is that it feels like everything has a 0%. Like there is at minimum 0%. Now, I'm not opposed to the format being so open and so diverse that there are multiple decks that just have, you know, like not great matchups. Like, you know, like, I mean, I'm even talking like 30%ers. Like I can live in a world where like my weekend is like, oh, here's a 30%. Don't talk about rolling dice tonight. You'll trigger Scott. Oh, sounds like something happened at Armory. Well, I mean, I guess confetti, we won. Hang on. I'm trying to update my record and my testing thing. Let me do this really quick, and then we'll stop and talk about this for just a moment before we play more Florian games. Up, rolled a 5/6 one time and missed the rest. This allowed me to tempo them out and just push Rune Chants. They did not bring AB into us. Okay. So, hey, Damien. Just pick the Sledge deck back up. I mean, I gotta tell you, like, at least if we played the Betsy Sledge deck, like, at least nobody knows what the hell's going on except for me, you know? There's that, I guess. Scoreboard doesn't discriminate. I'm mega late and scrubbing through the games, but 2 pummels is pretty standard for Kayo. I was on the playset for ProQuest season for Briar in the Mirror. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like you're looking a way to like push through, looking for a way to push through damage. So the thing that I'm struggling with for Silver Age is that every deck seems to have like a near 0%. If you've ever listened to like me stream or talk in the past or, you know, share things, I've always said that I don't like when a deck has a 0% matchup. Like, and everything has a 0% in some capacity, which at least it feels that way to me. Now, Kayo is one of the few decks that I don't really feel like has a 0%. It has some unfavored matchups, but Kayo has play into everything. The problem with Kayo, though, is that it is going to be played by... it's probably not going to be played that much. Like, there's going to be a lot of people who are playing Kayo because they've been locked on it since ProQuest season. There's going to be a lot of people playing Kayo because it's just raw numbers, and that's a good thing to be. That's a good place to be. But there's so many people teching for it. There are so many people who are teching for Kayo right now, and I think that makes it kind of tough to play Kayo in this meta. It is the number one deck people are locked on going into an event. So right there, Ed just also kind of proved my point. Ed just said that his go-to in Silver Age is Enigma. Well, Enigma's really not, at least in my opinion, from where we're sitting, not really that great in the meta right now. But there will be people playing Enigma at Pro Tour, I'm sure. Like Matt Rogers was playing Enigma at Calling San Diego, and I understand a Calling and Pro Tour are not the same, and that's not a shot at Matt Rogers. I actually played Matt Rogers and he beat me. He's a lovely guy. He was super fun to play against. But people I don't know. And it's also hard to just sit and say, this is bad. Silver Age is so new. And I know that it's been out for a few months, a couple months now. We've been testing and playing. We had a ProQuest season, but there is still so much of the format to be discovered, which kind of makes me think that kind of like what Ed was talking about, is that you should just show up and play what you want, because you never know what you'll pair into. I think KO into Oldhim is unwinnable. I partially agree. I think that's what's going to make Oldhim so popular at the Pro Tour. I'm expecting Oldhim to be pretty popular. I don't know. It's this weird, just we keep going in a circle of oh, I'm playing this to counter this. And we're not really in the KO meta anymore. We're in the post KO meta of targeting KO right now. And that makes it, I don't know. I'm having a hard time. And I think it's making it worse for me that a lot of people on my team are also spiraling. So I don't know. We're going to keep playing Florian tonight to see how it feels, because I do enjoy the Florian deck, even if we're not winning with it. I do enjoy the deck. But maybe we just find something I like and lock it in. I don't know. I don't know. I want to feel like I played the game. I'm miserable when my opponent turns their hero over and informs me that I've lost. Yes, that is exactly my problem, Scott. That is exactly my problem. I think if you enjoy a deck, play it. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe I just pick one of my favorite decks and just play it in Silver Age. And if it works out, it works out. And if it doesn't, I go home and cry about it. And, maybe that's okay. Or maybe I bomb out so bad in CC at the Pro Tour, none of this matters. I hope not. I'm hoping to have a good showing at the PT. We'll see what happens, though. We are going to take a 2-minute break. I got to pee really quick. I've drank a lot of water today, so I got to use the bathroom. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to use the bathroom, and when I come back, we are going to play some more Florian and Silver Age. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Full access to roast me. You have another 60... I guess you could say you have another 67 seconds. 6-7. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb. It was not water. That was not water.
Oh, here, have some water.
I was lied to. The lies. That scream just made Summer jump. Ian, please tell Summer I'm very sorry. What the fuck? We're gonna die? It was... Come on! Oh, T-Talks, I'm so good at this game. Yo, only 4 cups? Listen at this man. That is 4 full cups, Cusco. This fucking guy, bro. This fucking guy. What? Rookie numbers? Bro, Cusco's out here. Look, this motherfucker's just sitting over there with a pot of sauce going, oh yeah, I'm stirring that shit up, baby. I'm stirring it up. Yo, insane. Oh my God. Oh my God, we're going crazy. We hit Golden Sun off of 3 clashes off of Peck Perfect. Ah! Yes! This is what we love, baby! Horse Nation rides! Yes! Oh my... Okay. Small break and we're back. Let's keep playing some Florian games. Let's play a little bit more. And Scott, buddy, I'm sorry that people are making you feel like, you know, you've got to prove something to anybody, because I don't think that for a second. One, I don't think you have anything to prove to anybody. And two, like, I mean, I've never had a chance to play with you, but like watching you and Ponkage like play on stream a couple of times that you guys have, like, I really enjoyed watching you guys like play together. I think you're a very good player, man. So I hate that people are down on you like that. I did not see that Scurv got top 8 at Battleground Crow. Yo, I did not hear about that. I did not hear that. Rhinar, Intimidate, entire hand away, swing axe for 14. I would like to imagine that like there is a world where Rhinar is good, but it just kind of seems like there are some times when it's not, right? Like it feels like you're just playing worse KO is kind of how it feels. Also, I got to fill up my cup here for the big hydrate for my boy Fish. And yes, you are right. I have drank a lot of water today. I've been running to the bathroom like crazy today. I mean, I guess there are worse problems to have, right? There are worse problems to have than, you know. Shit. Than having drank a lot of water. I could have not had any water and be dehydrated somewhere, so you know. I mean, I do think playing a deck that I like might just be the angle that I'm looking at for this. Buying Marvel sticky fingers. Oh, dude, Tough Nut and Sage would be really cool. I mean, listen, if that Betsy Sage deck had any real legs, like, I mean, to be fair, we did win more games than I thought we would, but if that had some like real things we could do, would do that. All right, big hydrate for Fish. All right, nobody wants to play Silver Age tonight, apparently. Oh, here we go. I'm waiting for them to immediately leave. This is one of the things that scares me about Oldham. This is about a 0%er for Oldham. Like, I'm like dead ass believe they're just gonna leave. Oh, I will go first. Harvest season, reduce. Actually, do I even want to be on harvest season? Maybe we don't want yellow reduces in this matchup. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I want to test harvest season a little bit. I want to play it some. It's like negative 10%. Is there a world where you can play like Smack of Reality in Oldham and like pummel that shit or something crazy? Like, is that a world we can do something? Yo, Nick, what's up, dude? I wish Viz was good. I do think it would be cool if Viz was good. They're on AB1. And then we're just gonna Arsenal, reduce, and pass. Like, we'll decompose when we can. I think that's kind of the world I'm living in. We may pitch some of our stuff here early to try and get aggressive. I tried Voldalist Super Tech for Smack with my group today, and it doesn't beat Florian. Why is that? Tell me why it doesn't win. I'm genuinely just curious. Um, I mean, yeah, we'll just play the reduce. Take 2. We can arsenal to read the runes until we get our hero ability set up. Heaving a blue Thunderquake. Put the Malefic into play. Harvest Season. Sceptor. Florian goes anti-dominate boots or uses Summerwood Shelter and reinforce. I mean, so the anti-dominate boots don't really matter though, right? I think the Oldham gets 5% if they walk off a bridge. Oh, amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we'll have Harvest Season over there. Arcane Seeds in Life will help us. We're going to have to block with this Harvest Season. Might as well block here because we're getting ready to gain 3 life. And then we can reduce. A lot of Clash cards for them. They're probably on some life gain stuff too, I have to imagine. Gain a life. Make 2 Runchantes. And then we're going to use our chess piece for Chorus of Rotwood. Bang, bang, bang. And then we can decompose next time whenever we're ready. Hopefully we can decompose and set something up here. This yellow Rootbound looks to be good. Oh, we're not ready to decompose. Sag. I mean, so the problem that I had the other day is I actually got blown out by Evalda playing it because they threw it for 13. We should gain some life here. We're gonna make a fun play. They threw it for 13 and I wasn't they threw it for 15 and I wasn't able to stop it. There was nothing I could do to stop it. I couldn't block. Yo, what's up, Johnny? Block slop decks are the worst. Yo, this might be coming from Mr. Block Slop himself if I've ever seen one. Listen at Randy over here. Yo, Randy out here going crazy. Block slop decks are the worst. Listen at this guy, bro. We'll just block like this. Save the rest for later. Skill issue. Your macro into Guardian is to always have a defensive card set in Arsenal. 13 shouldn't beat you realistically. Okay, that's fair. That makes sense. That makes sense. Surprised they're on Civic Peak. Some crazy Chinese player shatters the format this weekend. I mean, I would honestly love for that to happen. I would love to see the format shattered this weekend. Hobble me, daddy. They're either really thinking or they're really not. Now, the good news is that these 2 Runeblood incantations are going to produce 6 each. So that is 12 more rune chants, putting us to 28. There is another Arcane Seeds in Life left in our deck. There's another Oath of the Arknight. There's technically another Chorus in our deck that we could set up. Like, we have a few options here. Now what, Sage Enjoyers? What's been my favorite deck in Stage so far? Hagger out here making sure nobody has fun on Oldham. True. Based. I mean, my favorite deck in Silver Age. I've really enjoyed playing Fi. Unfortunately, it's not as good as I would like for it to be, but I've really enjoyed it. I mean, I'm assuming our opponent is just like rage left the lobby because they realize that I'm just going to put like 35 rune chants on the board and say, hooray! So we'll give it another second and then we're just going to take the win. Because I mean, this is just free. And Gravy seems fine. I wonder if this is the Oldham list I put out today. If it is, there's a 0% chance they win. Are you on 0 tech for this matchup? Or are you just saying, like, if you play this matchup, oh well? Oh, Hurl New does sound really cool. I would love for the top deck to be Lyeth or Aurora. I mean, unfortunately, like, Briar kind of, like, killed us. Briar kind of, like, killed anything Aurora was looking to do, sadly. Just not... Like, hitting Lightning Press and Burn Up and Shock murdered Aurora, unfortunately. We did go first, I think. Yeah, I think I went first. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. This matchup seems free. Up is not able to pressure us enough to make anything bad happen. Let's see. Stack, Chance, and OTK. So it is worth noting that, like, even though I'm on like this tempo version of the deck, I'm not really losing any points into the OTK matchups. It feels like I'm still in an okay spot. Like I'm still able to set up a lot of rune chants. We're still able to do a lot of things. Like, I played an OTK Florian round 5 at the Battlegrounds and did a cosplay of the Talishar Data doll bot for 15 minutes. That's hilarious. Gotta go back and watch London. Oh, no, you're fine. No problem at all. Like, that is perfectly okay. We are gonna be on... They didn't want to play the mirror. Honestly, understandable. I feel like this is an interesting matchup. I'm curious to see if they pick first or second. Or if they leave. Opponent going first makes a lot of sense. Think we're on Rune Blood Robe, and we're going to be on all the D-Reacts here. We want to make sure we have AB. I would love to have a turn where I can just block with all 3 cards on the left-hand side. Like, just block Condemn, Arcane Seeds, and Tilling. They did not pack AB into us. I mean, maybe we just try to tempo them out then. I don't know. They did a deck tech with the push the point if you want to play it. It's not good, but it's absurd levels of fun. The are you talking, Ben? Are you talking about the Florian mirror? I imagine the Florian mirror is like, I've played it a couple times. Like, I had decent tech for it. Like, seems fine. My opponent just said I have to go. No problem. Alrighty then. You know what? Let's play against Valda. I think this is one I'd like to try and play against. We're going first. Should we be on harvest season to try to help us stay alive? Problem is like I don't know what else I would cut, but I also want to be on the reduces, right? Because they stack up those rune chanties. Maybe we don't need them. Maybe we don't need them. Let's see what happens. So we're just gonna last minute pivot to Oldham and just play what I like. That's what it sounds like we're doing. I have no idea if this is correct to pitch away the Rubon Carapace, but like not setting up an arsenal feels egregious here. Actually, there's no way this is right, right? Like, we just have to do this. Like, we just have to do this. There's no way that's correct. Oldham is life. I mean, listen, I love Oldham. I enjoy playing Oldham, and the Oldham Mirror, I'm sure, is a lot of fun. I think I would really enjoy playing the Oldham Mirror, to be honest. Okay, this is a hand if I've ever seen one. God, every time I draw this card, I hate it so much. Like, I just feel like this, like, I just draw blue. Draw blue. Draw blue. Okay. I can live with that one. That'd be fine, Captain. That'd be fine, Captain. You make 2 surges, one from us drawing a card and one from the Carapace. They put Earth of whatever Rites of Earthlore into play. So we play Arcane Seeds in Life. We go to 21. Make a couple of Rune Chanties. I think we can play this out, and then we can play Read the Runes, right? And then we can hold the Reduce for whatever they do next turn. Because we now have the ability to decompose with that. That puts us on 5 Rune Chants, and we're sitting on a pretty good defensive tool here. Feels good. Another Reduce feels pretty good. Yo, let's go. Mello with the 21 months of Prime support. Mello, thank you so much for the 21 months. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a whole bunch. Means a lot. All right, Dominite, and they have +6 to whatever the hell they're about to throw at us. I mean, maybe I'm just sitting on equipment forever. Maybe that's the goal. Maybe we're just like dead ass sitting on equipment forever. Try to play around the... Well, feels like I'm about to get pummeled. Reduce. Carapace. We take 8, go to 13. I was expecting to get pummeled there. If I could decompose, I would say we should throw this. Maybe we just put a Rune Chant into play and pass. We can set up the Reduce. Wait, so we can try not to get blown out by anything. All reds. I always forget to switch to Twitch and resub. Well, dude, I appreciate Mello. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you. And I mean, I'm good. I'm dooming about Silver Age for the PT and what to play right now, but doing okay otherwise. Hope you are doing well also, my friend. So we don't really have an efficient play this turn cycle, is what scares me about this. I really don't want to block with the Rune Rager Swarm, but I think we have to. Yeah, I think we have to. And if they like overpitch to like try and like jabate us into the pummel or something, then I guess they did, because I don't really know. I think you called it Betsy for Yokohama. You think we think we hit it right there? You think that was the magic number we were looking for? I mean, listen, I'm not saying no. Not saying no. Betsy for Yokohama could be a lot of fun, that's for sure. I tested so much with this deck before London, so happy it's a real deck now. Oh, same with Riptide? Nice. That's awesome, Johnny. Text Lesty Lit. Decided to test a Lexi list. My first opponent just hard conceded on turn 2. Do not know if Riptide is that bad in the matchup. I mean, they probably just didn't want to deal with ice, is what I'm imagining. Hopefully we don't get hit by Pummel here. I mean, I do agree, Moose, that like the Lightning Lexi combo can be pretty good. I light up every time I mention her. Let's Scepter and gain some life and pass. I also hate playing a deck that is so susceptible to fatigue. And it feels like this is a deck that's easy to fatigue. Maybe I'm playing it wrong. If I lose to you on Betsy, the Fab community will never see me again. Oh, cinema. Absolute cinema, Scott. I love it. Something tells me the rest of the community does too. So, Harvest Season, pitching Rupon Carapace, Chorus of Rotwood, pitching Chorus of Rotwood. Come on, Talishar, you can do it. All right, 2 embodiments, 14 rune chance. We saw an Arcane Polarity pitched. We're lagging like crazy. God, please tell me the stream is still here. It looks like the stream is still here in good condition. I mean, I think that Betsy deck probably just gets like Giga rolled by Kano, right? Just to clarify, I do mean Giga rolled because like it's probably that bad. All right, 2 surges and a +3. This is for 9. What attacks have we lost? We're down 1 Rune Rager Swarm. Block like this just to play it safe, and then the reduce like plays around the pummel here. Pitching a pummel to play a pummel lines up pretty well because reduce puts us up to 16 rune chance, which is good. We're going to go back to 17 life. And then we're just going to do the thing. We're going to go to 18 life. We're going to go up to 20 rune chance, and we're going to pass. We're not quite where I'd like to be yet, but we're definitely starting to get somewhere with our hero ability turned on. We unfortunately drew 2 Chorus of Rotwood in one hand, which is very awkward. How many Read the Runes have we played? Still one more Rune Blood incantation, and we have a Read the Runes here. We know the red pummel's on the bottom. Pummel, Autumn's Touch, Amplify. I mean, we're not getting any of this stuff back, so it doesn't matter, right? I do really like how like the Florian like grows with the hero power turned on. I do think that's really cool. We're gonna throw Scepter, and we're gonna set up a defensive tool in Arsenal here. If they have a polarity, they might consider letting this hit, but I highly doubt it. Oh, they do have a polarity. Okay, like yeah, they must have been planted on a polarity for a while. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Lexi can go very wide. I think Lexi is I mean, I think Lexi's biggest issue is filling in the lightning press spot, right? Like if you can fill that in well, then you probably have a decent deck. Ah, they're gonna heave. Okay. Sure. So we get to pitch the tilling. No, I'm sorry. I think I'd rather just arsenal the tilling here, right? Gain some life, and then we're gonna arsenal it. And like the dominate's gonna let them push some damage, but like I don't think it's gonna let them do anything crazy here. Like draw a crowd. I know it doesn't exactly give us another card to block with here, but what if there's ever a world where I'm giving up a rune chant to be able to deny them something? Interesting thought. I haven't gone back in the stream. Is there a reason for Florian in Sage? So he does really well into like the Guardian matchup. Like Oldhim is basically free. And when I say basically, I mean it's free. Like they just can't stop a lot of the things you're trying to do. So I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I don't think that Kayo is necessarily favored. I'm testing tonight to see if I can like tempo it out. So far, we're 0-2 into Kayo. So I don't necessarily think that's like a great plan or anything, but all right. Well, that ended up being a pretty efficient use of our hand here. Florian is free for Enigma, sure, but I don't really feel like Enigma's in that good of a spot. So while that is true, I feel like kind of is what it is there. See, like these are the hands that make me want to freaking cry. Like this hand doesn't this hand sets up well, which is great, but not really what we're looking for. Think I'm okay with doing this to cover this up. I don't know why they conceded. So like that hand was gonna be fine. Like they should have just like heaved this. We were gonna go Malefic, pitch the scepter. We were gonna have 30 rune chance and an embodiment of earth, arsenal this. Our hand was going to be block a bunch, play Chorus of Rotwood, 32, 36 rune chance, We jam all of our armor, and then it is from there. They are back to their arcane polarity when we go off. So we have 36 rune chance. They're at 28 life. And we have 40 rune chance because of the double malefic. I mean, and they were going to have 2 blues. So they're at 28. They block 6. I mean, we probably were going to cross the finish line that turn. I don't know. Yeah, I think Sylphidae is very good as well. I'm not sold on blue Cadaverous Tilling being good enough to fit the bill, if I'm being honest. Valda, we went first. We did get the win. Hop conceded 2 turns before we were going to kill them. We would have had 40 rune chance and a go again turn with 11 physical damage. So yeah. I mean, let's try it. Let's play Sylphidae over the blue Cadaverous Tilling. Because I have to say, like, I really don't like blue Cadaverous Tilling. I think this is how you spell it. Yep, there it is. It blocks 3. We get to banish an aura, which means if we hit like an earth thing, and with Sigil of Earth, we have Sigil of Earth and we have Harvest Season in the deck, which means we have 4 copies of Earth cards. We can like hyperact, like speed the process up. I don't know. Like, I know that we have a positive record tonight, but like at least 2 of the games people just conceded. Like, maybe you're just playing stacked Florian or you're playing nothing. Maybe that's just Florian. And you're just hoping to get your hero ability turned on as fast as possible. I'm a hater of Malefic. I mean, I have to admit, like, when you, like, in those matchups, right? Kasai. What? If you've attacked 2 or more times with a weapon this turn, create a copper token that hit. Okay, interesting. I mean, maybe we just have to play stack. I'm thinking that may just be the life we're in. It's play stack or nothing. Like, maybe that's just Florian in this format. Like, this is such an ideal starting hand. Wish we could do this nonsense every single time we started. Starting the game at 25 and arsenaling a red Cadaverous Tilling. Cinema. I mean, all of the lists I've been seeing of Florian have just been like hard stack them up. Yellow Slice and Dice. I guess you can't play Blood on our hands in this format, right? I mean, I don't know that you really have the option to play Nebula Blade into some of these matchups. Did we just get hit by freaking red overpower? Okay. Oh. I was like, how the hell did that have go again? I mean, I guess we can just block like this. Play around this. They used bolters there. Okay. You're on 12 blues. I mean, I'm willing to take a card from them if they're willing to let this hit. Like they want to give me a rune chant, that's great. if they want to take a card, like give up a card, that's fine with me too. I'm on 14 blues in the list that we're playing right now. I thought about trying 12, but it feels kind of greedy if I'm being honest. I think we'll just block 6. I don't even know what they just played. Literally not showing me anything. And this is for 5. I mean, I guess we'll attempt to deny them a copper here. I don't really know what they're doing with this copper, but is it sending Sledge 3 times in one turn? Listen, the Betsy deck was by far some of the most fun I've had in Silver Age. I will say that. By far some of the most fun I've had in Silver Age. That deck was a blast. Hey, what's up, Candle? I'm taking some damage this turn. Like, fuck it. We're playing offense. I'm so tired of sitting on my ass and trying to, like, stack things up. So, bring it on. Come get me.
Some biddies, you say?
Was my first top 8. Yo, and you won the ProQuest? Yo. Well, dude, let's go. DJ, congrats on winning your first ProQuest. And thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I appreciate that a whole bunch. Thank you. Thank you. That is awesome. Congrats on winning your ProQuest. I'm Victor, nonetheless. Represent Horse Nation. Let's go. You love to see it, dude. Congrats, DJ. That's awesome. I love that. Love to hear about all of our Victor pals doing well around the world. Okay. Should have waited on the puncture. There's zero reason to play it here. Funny parts, I was about to get Bloodied Oval. So it's like, I don't know why they didn't just wait there. 1 second. Unfortunately, fun does not always win us a PT. That is correct. I mean, listen, I guess, like, if worst actually comes to worst, I'm just going to, like, if worst actually comes to worst, I'm just going to jam the KO list I've been working on. I guess we're going to slot in 2 pummels and just, like, roll with it. All right, so it's going to be 5 Runchantes. We're going to have 2 on the back end, and then we're going to have 8 physical. Now, we are at 9 on turn 3, which is not great. Yeah, I mean, if I actually have no idea what I'm going to play, I'll probably just play KO. I have a lot of reps on it. I have a sideboard guide for it that I've, like, put together. We'll just slot in the 2 pummels is probably what I'll end up doing. Finally, a playable Guardian. Yo, what's up, Luke? Definitely have the surprise factor. Oh, yeah, Blue Cadaverous has felt very awkward. I have not enjoyed Blue Cadaverous at all. See, look, and, like, they're already playing for the fatigue angle. Like, they're already playing for the fatigue angle. I just, like, that's... When you tempo with this deck, you just get fatigued. At least it's what it feels like to me. I mean, just, you know, Edicus Maximus here. Like, make 2 Rune Chants on the back end. 2 Rune Chants and 8. We'll try to gain some life and play this one out. Oh, man. I would like to point out that, like, I know we talked about this earlier, but, like, I leave for the Pro Tour in a week. And I'm playing decks I've never played for the first time. Just to try to get, like, something going. So that I can try to find, like, a deck that I like enough to consider playing. All right. Hero ability turned on by turn 4. Honestly, could be worse. What are they going to block? 3, 4, 5? You react incoming? Nope, just take 4. Then you're going to play out your big hand. What was that? Red slice and dice? No blocks, opponent. How many times can we decompose? Yellow Rupon Carapace. Friend. Not your friend, guy. Not your buddy, pal. Not your pal, friend. What the hell is this? Okay. Hold there. Hold there. Hold there. Hold there. Hold there. Dominite. Must be Italian. We'll see what happens. I mean, listen, I would love to play Victor in this format. And, like, don't get me wrong, I can play Victor. I just don't think it's correct. Like, I would love to play Victor in this format. The world around the world around the world around. Na, 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 na. All right, 8 rune chance. We're gonna need. I think the first Rune Rager Swarm turn we're gonna find. We're just gonna jam it. Pitching a red, eh? Pitching a red, eh? Nah, that's the one I want to put into play. Let's block with this. I have no idea what's coming after this. Maybe they pitched a red as a bait and switch. No, their hand's just not great. Okay. I'll take 1. I mean, I guess they can play in the swing technically, right? Like, that's a legal card they can play, I'm pretty sure. Have you considered Lyeth, though? Think you're funny, don't you? You think you're funny, don't you? In Silver Age, no, I have not considered Lyeth, if that was a serious question. If that was a serious statement, no, I have not considered it. All right, so we're getting ready to have 14 Rune Shanties in play. We're just looking for that Rune Rager Swarm. I don't think I pitched it. Most of the games are running together for me at this point. I'm kind of just like crashing out tonight, so the games are just like straight running together. And of course, we draw Rune Rager Swarm with a hand that does absolute diddly. We're fine. We're fine. This is fine. We're fine. Blue Blade Runner. We'll just give this up here. That's fine with me. We'll block efficiently. Yeah, welcome to Runeblade is right. More like welcome to being greedy and playing 14 blues. That feels more accurate here, but I suppose what you're saying also fits, Jay. Zach's getting angry. I don't know that I'm getting angry, but man, I am tilting fast. Like, Florian is just putting me on edge. Maybe Josh was right earlier. God, I hate to say that. I hate to say that, but maybe Josh was right. Maybe this is just not the deck for me. All right. 16 rune chance. Rune blood incantation. Would you like to deny me another rune chant? Tilting and Sage? No way. No, I know we do. I'm trying to wait. No! No! Ah! Ah! We're getting absolutely just draw an attack! Just want to draw an attack. I just want to draw an attack. We just want to draw an attack, right? We just want to draw an attack. I want to send Rune Rager on a turn when we have go again. Is the idea. Like, I want to send the Rune Rager Swarm on a turn when we have go again set up. I mean, I'm just going to do this and not decompose. I'm assuming we're not getting hit by the sauce. As weird as it is, them playing double arcane polarities, actually not that bad for us there. No. I know we created an aura. It's not about that. It's about having another attack after Rune Rager Swarm is the idea. So I know it's going to have go again. I don't want to waste the go again is what I'm trying to say. My apologies. I should have made that more clear. That is on me for not communicating as clearly as I should have. I want this to have go again, but I want it there to be something that's following it up. Like this Autumn's Touch is perfect. Also, let's go. The love of my life, 31 months. Thank you, baby. Appreciate that. Carly, my #1 supporter, please. W's in the chat for Carly. She's absolutely amazing. Wonderful wife. Does all of the number stuff for the stream, you know, because I'm just like the guy in front of the camera. Like, so. Big shout out for her. Yep, Happy 911. That's Carly. That is her. And her name's spelled with a C, not a K. Beautiful. Not that I think she's going to like kill you over it, but be careful. So I think we're going to say no blocks and see what they do here. Run through, okay? Yo, listen here, Ludiful. Listen here. Vincent doesn't feel that terrible? I mean, listen, if Vincent's real, I'm in. Not really. Not really. Not really. I lied. Yo, let's go, Trent, with the 28 months. Thank you, Trent. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that a whole bunch. There is no way I am... I know that to my opponent, this was just a regular Tuesday night game to them. But that red overpower might have been the straw. If I block with Chorus of Rotwood on the Centauri Saber, which I don't know if it's correct or not, and they go for the overpower play, we live. We take 3 down to 4. Their next attack, because of the run-through that they played, I'm pretty sure there's a run-through somewhere, means they come in for 5. We have to block. We would have had 30 Rune Chants in play. I'm not going to do the mental math. I'm not going to do this to myself. We're spiraling. We're spiraling fast, chat. We're spiraling fast. Anyway, I don't think this deck is it. Like, on a serious note, I think the Sigil of Sylphide is a good change. I don't think this is it. It feels like you have to be on stack Florian or nothing. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just not that good of a Florian player. That is also a very strong possibility. It's also a very strong possibility. But regardless, we venture forward. We venture forward. So we have to ask ourselves, what's next in the Agroblaze chapter of what the hell do we do in Sage? We may just play Oldhim, because I like Oldhim. We may just play Oldhim and say, meh, fuck it, we ball. And then lose to everybody who is playing this. Well, who is playing the stack version of this deck? Kano? Kano's a lot of coin tosses. Kano's a lot of coin tosses. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to go have a snack. Going to go have something to eat. I'm going to doom just a little bit more about Silver Age. And then after I have relaxed a little bit, we're going to shake it off and we're going to get back out there. Guys, in all seriousness, thanks for hanging out tonight. I know that I was definitely not in the best of moods. Silver Age has been wearing on me a little bit. But anyway, I appreciate you guys for being here and hanging out, supporting me nonetheless. Remember, no podcast tomorrow. It's not an April Fool's joke. Like, I'm not trolling you guys. I know that I think Havoc thought I was being funny earlier. There is not a podcast tomorrow. No video tomorrow. I did not plan enough ahead. I've been busy with work and stuff. Taylor's not feeling well, so we are a little bit behind. But a great thing to end on, though, is that we have a wonderful episode coming for you next week, right before Pro Tour Yokohama, and that is going to be with your boy Scott Mines coming up here next week. So make sure you tune in for that. We will be back on Thursday with some more Silver Age testing. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Take it easy, guys.